Picture this: a suspenseful thriller from more than 2 decades ago, long tucked away in the dusty archives of cinematic history, suddenly igniting a firestorm of viewership on Netflix. It's a heart-pounding reminder that some forgotten gems can rise from the ashes, captivating audiences anew. And that's precisely the captivating tale unfolding with the Michael Douglas and Brittany Murphy film that's rocketing up the streaming charts right now. Published under the banner of 20th Century Studios, we're excited to dive into this resurgence. Just a friendly heads up, we might earn a small commission if you decide to make any purchases through the links we share. It's all part of keeping great content flowing. Netflix has a knack for resurrecting overlooked movies from the past, and Don't Say a Word is the latest example breathing fresh life into what was once a sleeper hit.
If the title doesn't ring a bell immediately, don't worry. It's not one of those iconic early 2000s blockbusters that everyone still talks about. Yet, amid the spooky vibes of Halloween season, this gripping thriller is drawing a massive crowd on the platform, proving that sometimes the underdogs have the most enduring appeal. Directed by Gary Fleder in 2001, the film stars Hollywood heavyweights Michael Douglas, fresh off his intense role in Basic Instinct, and the tragically late Brittany Murphy, who charmed audiences in Uptown Girls. Right now, it's climbing Netflix's top 10 most-watched movies list, perched at number 5. It's trailing behind the fresh take on I Know What You Did Last Summer from this year, but holding its own ahead of the whimsical animated flick The Twits. For newcomers to the story, let's break it down simply. The plot revolves around a cunning criminal named Patrick Coster, played by Sean Bean, and his accomplice. They kidnap a young girl, Jessie Conrad, portrayed by Skye Bartusiak, and hold her hostage. But they're not after cold cash. Instead, they blackmail her father, Nathan Conrad, that's Michael Douglas, a dedicated therapist, into extracting a secret code from a deeply troubled teenager named Elizabeth, Brittany Murphy. This code is the key to unlocking a priceless hidden jewel. The catch? Elizabeth has been silent for a full decade, a victim of profound trauma. It's a psychological cat-and-mouse game that keeps you on the edge of your seat, blending high-stakes drama with mystery. The film hit theaters at a pivotal moment in the careers of its leads.
Brittany Murphy was on the cusp of major stardom, her youthful energy shining in films before her untimely death at just 32 in 2009. Michael Douglas, meanwhile, was wrapping up an extraordinary run as one of Hollywood's top-tier actors, having soared to fame in the 80s with massive successes like Fatal Attraction, which became a cultural phenomenon and a box-office juggernaut. Despite this star power, Don't Say a Word didn't set the world on fire back then. It grossed about $100 million worldwide against a $50 million production budget. Solid, but not spectacular. Critics at the time were fairly lukewarm, perhaps overlooking the intricate plotting and emotional depth that make it rewatchable today. Interestingly, this isn't an isolated case. It's part of a broader trend of overlooked films finding new audiences on Netflix. Take, for instance, 2004's After the Sunset, a Pierce Brosnan and Selma Hayek adventure that bombed in theaters over 20 years ago, but recently soared on the streamer. Even now, the top 10 features other revivals like 2015's vacation comedy and the A-Team action flick. It's a fascinating cycle. And this is the part most people miss. Why do these modest theatrical releases keep outperforming Netflix's big-budget originals? But here's where it gets controversial. Netflix pours billions into creating fresh, original content. Yet time and again, it's these forgotten movies, often made just for the sake of entertainment, without lofty ambitions, that dominate the charts. Meanwhile, massive original blockbusters, like the recent flop The Electric State, fade away almost as quickly as they appear. Does this mean Netflix is disrupting Hollywood in the way it claims? Or is it inadvertently highlighting a deeper truth? Perhaps audiences crave the comfort of familiar stories from their past, even if those films weren't box office triumphs. For example, think about how Vacation taps into nostalgia for road trip comedies, offering lighthearted fun that originals sometimes lack. This revival might also tap into generational nostalgia, especially for fans of Brittany Murphy. She lit up the screen in teen favorites like Clueless, that iconic high school rom-com with its as-if catchphrases, and more intense roles in Girl Interrupted. Her passing left a void, and rediscovering her work feels like reconnecting with a lost friend. Either way, Don't Say a Word is yet another instance of Netflix accidentally spotlighting cinematic treasures that seem destined for obscurity. To wrap this up, you can stream Don't Say a Word right now on Netflix, or pick up a physical copy on DVD from Amazon for your home collection. But let's ponder this together. In a world where streaming giants like Netflix invest so heavily in new creations, should they pivot more toward reviving classics that resonate emotionally? Or is there something inherently flawed in how originals are pitched? What are your thoughts? Do you agree that nostalgia drives viewership, or do you think Netflix originals just need better storytelling? Drop your opinions in the comments below. We'd love to hear if you're team revival or team innovation.